Well, good morning, everybody. Today is the 24th of August. To this edition of Matters of Your Heart. Everything I talk about, I can talk about because you matter. This is the last video for now along the venue of fighting child pedophilia, abuse, trafficking, everything along those lines. I do not have the emotional fortitude to continue along this vein, making several more videos about this topic because I've been a victim. It is emotionally and spiritually exhausting. But I'm going to push forward today and do one more video. I want to set some things home. And once again, in something like this, I give a fuck who I offend. Some of the things I'm telling is my truth. Others is just plain facts. And a lot of things I'm going to say, it's all going to be warnings. So the first 3 videos, I basically just expressed my anger. I called out the pedophiles. I said, we coming for you. We also coming for the ones that like to control someone's narrative and try to tell them how they should tell their story and how to feel and how to act. I'm still pissed off about Jamie Lynn on that. Don't let me ever see her in some common circles on Facebook again and she talking about, oh, I know what to do. I'll call that bitch out and I'll post this video in the group too if I were to encounter her. Anyways, pedophiles are not born, they're created. Think about that for a minute. Pedophiles are not born, they're created. Let's put a pin on that. I'm going to come back to that in just a few minutes. Everything that we learn and do, it starts at home. So is being protected. So is protecting your children. I had already mentioned several key points as to how to protect your children. Basically, giving them a safe space. Let's explore that. Let's talk about that a little bit more as far as giving your children safe space. I have said you got to let them have a voice. They got to feel safe. You got to continue along those lines. And here's how. If you're single or you're poly or whatever the case may be, you're dating. You're not in a monogamous relationship. You're not in a marriage. You're doing what you got to do. You want to date. You feel lonely. Okay, fine. Great. Dandy. Think about them kids, though. You done read so many damn stories about mothers, mainly because it's mainly mothers who have custody of the children, and some fathers who bring in boyfriends or people that they're just casually fucking around their children. And then all of a sudden these children end up missing. They end up molested. The ones that survive, they're lucky enough to survive and hopefully get some type of therapy. The other ones, they're in graves. What the hell is wrong with you if you're that type of parent that thinks having sex with random guys or women, dating, is more important than your children? What put in your sick mind that it's okay to have a whole bunch of people around your children? See, that's not protecting your children. You won't bring around somebody random or even somebody you might be dating for a while. And then your children or your child comes to you and says, so-and-so touched me. Some of you are like the ones I'm talking about that'll say, oh, nah, you're lying. No, that's not true. You want to put your child down because your needs and your sense of loneliness is more important than the safety of your child. What the fuck is wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you bringing several men or several women in your house? First of all, you don't know what their intentions are. They might not be there to hurt your kids, but they might be there to hurt you, to rob from you, steal from you. What the hell are you doing? You're not even protecting your home for the sake of safety in general. You gonna bring these motherfuckers around your child? You got people in your family. Your child might be 5, 6, 7. They're old enough to verbalize, but they're too young to really understand what's going on. One of your older relatives come over, and then you tell your little girl, oh, put some shorts on, Uncle Randy's coming over. Or Uncle Charlie's coming over, make sure you pull your dress down. Let me tell you something. You don't fucking sexualize a 5, 6, 7-year-old. You don't allow nobody else to either. That child should be in the safety of their home. You should not be telling your child, oh, hey, make sure that you don't act a certain way or put on longer shorts. That child is 5, 6, 7 years old. You tell that adult motherfucker not to come around and to not look at your child like that. And you really, at that point, you shouldn't be telling them anything. You should be beating the fuck out of them. Ain't no talking when it comes to that. That should be that child's safe space. My babies are 3 and 1.5. Yeah, they're gonna run around in diapers every once in a while in the house. They're home. It's hot. It's the summertime. They ain't outside, they home. Ain't nothing wrong with a child running around in fucking diapers and a t-shirt. They fucking coloring books and playing Paw Patrol. Of course, if somebody was to come over, they won't put their clothes on. That's because it's just a good idea to have clothes on when other people are coming over. But I'm not gonna make them put their clothes on and then tell my daughter, oh, don't act a certain way because another male is coming into this house. No, ain't no other male or female coming into this house if I have to tell my child, or I feel my child should be covered, besides the general point of, okay, we put clothes on when people come over. Nah, something wrong with you. If your child can't be comfortable in some play shorts and a shirt that ain't got no sleeve on, because they safe, they hot, ain't nothing, all they doing is thinking about crayons and shit. Don't sexualize your motherfucking children. That's the last thing I'm gonna say. Y'all motherfuckers in families would do this to your children. Not only are you grooming a victim, you're grooming a pedophile. See, here's why. You're grooming a victim to think and accept that their body is not their own. You do not do that to a child. The power of no is a powerful thing. If you're going to teach your child about they have the right to their own body anomaly, that also includes teaching your children that people who do not have their best interest in their heart are not going to be allowed to be around them. And these motherfuckers that are sexualizing children, yeah, I said it, and that's it, the way it is, should not be around your house either. They should not be anywhere near your children. If they are, something's wrong with you. Karma's going to come back on your ass. God ain't going to look down on you favorably, like I said in the last video. There's a special place in hell for you. Because you're enabling it, you're promoting it. You're not. If you're doing any of these things, you are not protecting your children, and you're a shitty ass parent. There, I said it. Come after me. If you in Vegas, I'll tell you where I live. We can fight about it. Because I will fight. I'll throw fisticuffs to a man or a woman to protect the child. I don't care. My last point, I said pedophiles are made, victims are made. We already know how victims are made. Pedophiles are made because as a child, they grew up learning that it's acceptable to do these type of things from the people that they're around. It's acceptable to look at somebody that's younger. It's acceptable to touch another child because nobody checked them motherfuckers for touching little Susie and little Johnny when they were 7, 8 years old, and Bobby was 14, 15. Y'all protected his ass. Now 14, 15, yeah, he's a kid too. But that's where you're like, okay, something done settled, and that motherfucker said we gotta get that seed out before he turned into a full-fledged pedophile. Some victims turn into pedophiles because they have been so screwed in their head. It is now settled in their head that it's okay to do it to somebody else because it was done to them. It came out that R. Kelly was abused by a female relative. Does that excuse him? Fuck no. He's like a rabid dog. It's past too late to save him. R. Kelly needs to be put down. But what made it okay to keep that motherfucking secret in that family? Because it was a female? Females are more likely to be pedophiles. You know why? Because women are more motherly. People trust women more. And you got these women out here who have been groomed to bring in victims. Look at Jeff Espy and his girlfriend right now, Maxwell. I said what I said. I'm emotionally spent. I have no more emotional fortitude to go along this vein for right now. That I'll pick it back up. And again, pedophilic motherfuckers, those who support him, those who do it, people like me are coming for you, and will always come for you. My next video will be along something along the lines of just going back to basic mental health. Probably another one of my smoking journey, and I'll go along there. But the last 4 videos, I dare y'all to share them. If you agree with me, share them. It needs to be said. It needs to be spread. because we got to protect these children. And I'll talk to y'all later. Not only be kind to yourself, but be kind to those babies because they matter too.